Hello, sixth graders. Welcome to Big Ideas Math, Section 2.4, Lesson, Adding and Subtracting Decimals. Pause while you write Section 2.4 Lesson in your math notebook. Pause while you write today's lesson objective in your math notebook. Today's objective is, I can add and subtract decimals by completing Big Ideas Math practice with 100% accuracy in multiple attempts. Today we're going to be working on pages 80 and 81 in your math textbook. At the top of page 80 is our key idea, adding and subtracting decimals. To add or subtract decimals, write the numbers vertically and line up the decimal points. Then bring down the decimal point and add or subtract as you would with whole numbers. So what we're doing is we are adding a formal rule to add and subtract decimals. So we're doing what we did yesterday with base 10 blocks, only we're doing it on paper. Now let's take a look at example 1, adding decimals. Add 8 and 13/100ths plus 2 and 76/100ths. Our first job is to estimate, so we should always do this even if we only do it in our heads. 8 and 13/100ths plus 2 and 76/100ths is close to 8 plus 3, which equals 11. So we know that in the end, our answer should be somewhere close to 11. We line up the decimal points. That's very important. So write your problem in your notebook with your decimal points lined up. And it says add as you would with whole numbers. So we add 6 plus 3 equals 9, 1 plus 7 equals 8. Drop your decimal point down to where it belongs in the answer, and 8 plus 2 equals 10. Is our answer reasonable? 10 and 89/100ths, is it close to 11? Yes, it is. Let's take a look at letter B. Add 1 and 459/1000ths plus 23 and 7/10ths. And when we line up our decimal points there, it's going to look funny because our 459/1000ths hangs out way beyond our 7/10ths. So the book reminds us that we can add zeros on the end of our 7/10ths so that everything lines up nicely. So when we add, we have 9 plus 0 is 9, 5 plus 0 is 5, 4 plus 7 is 11. Remember to add your decimal point in the answer. Carry your 1/10 up to the ones place, and 1 plus 1 plus 3 is 5, and then our 2 plus nothing on the top is 2. So our answer is 25 and 159/1000ths. Let's take a look at our study tip over here. It says be sure to add or subtract only digits that have the same place value. That's the point of lining up the decimal points, is that we're adding and subtracting only digits that have the same place value. Let's look at example 2, subtracting decimals. It works exactly like adding decimals. Letter A, subtract 5 and 508/1000ths minus 3 and 174/1000ths. We are going to estimate, and 5 and 508/1000ths rounds to 6, and 3 and 174/1000ths rounds to 3, so 6 minus 3 equals 3, so our estimate is 3. We line up the decimal points, subtract as we would with whole numbers. 8 minus 4 equals 4, and then we have a 0, so we have to borrow. Don't forget to borrow. So we borrow from our 5 becomes a 4, and then our 0 becomes a 10. 10 minus 7 is 3, 4 minus 1 is 3. Remember to put the decimal point in your answer. 5 minus 3 is 2. So our answer is 2 and 334/1000ths. Is that close to our estimate? Yes, it is. Let's look at letter B. Subtract 21 and 9/10 minus 1 and 605 thousandths. So we line up our decimal points. We add zeros on the end so that everything lines up nicely. And we have to borrow. So because we don't have enough thousandths to take 5 away, so we have to borrow from the 0 that doesn't have any to lend us, so we have to borrow from the 9. So our 9 becomes an 8. Our first 0 becomes a 10 for just a moment, and then it becomes a 9. And our 0 on the right becomes a 10. 10 minus 5 equals 5. 9 minus 0 equals 9. 8 minus 6 equals 2. Remember to put your decimal point in the answer. 1 minus 1 equals 0. 2 minus nothing equals 2. So our final answer is 20 and 295 thousandths. Be sure you understand everything we're doing, and if you don't, remember to review the lesson and write it in your exit slip and ask me in class. Now turn to page 81. That will be example 3, a real-life application. Your meal at the school cafeteria costs $3.45. Your friend's meal costs $3.90. You pay for both meals with a $10 bill. How much change do you receive? So you have to do both adding and subtracting to solve this problem. You're going to use a verbal model to solve the problem. So that means set up an equation. Amount of change equals amount given, which was $10, minus, and in parentheses, the cost of your meal plus the cost of your friend's meal. So the cost of your meal was $3.45, and the cost of your friend's meal was $3.90. So substitute the values. So $10 minus the cost of the meals, which was $3.45 plus $3.90. And then always start with the parentheses, so add inside the parentheses $3.45 plus $3.90. 5 plus 0 is 5. 4 plus 9 is 13. And 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 7. So that's where they got the $7.35. And then we have to subtract $10 minus $7.35. So we line up the decimal points. And we need to borrow, so we have to borrow from the 1, which is way over here, so it becomes a 0. That becomes a 10 for a second. Then it becomes a 9. That becomes a 10 for a second. Then it becomes a 9. That becomes a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 3 is 6. Don't forget your decimal point. 9 minus 7 is 2. So your final answer is $2.65. Still on page 81, we're going to look at example 4, our last real-life application. The Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool is approximately rectangular. Its width is 50.9 meters and its length is 618.44 meters. You walk the perimeter of the pool. About how many meters do you walk? Draw a diagram and label the dimensions. So in your notebook, draw this diagram and write these labels. And it says find the sum of the side lengths. Now there are two ways you could do this. We're going to do it the way the book shows us here. But remember that you could take the side lengths and multiply them by 2 and then add it up. But since we're doing adding decimals, we're going to add them. So we have our long string of numbers, and we have made sure that our decimal points are lined up. So write this in your notebook and be sure you line up the decimal points. So 4 plus 0 plus 4 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 9 is 13. 4 plus 4 is 17. Plus 9 is 26. So you put the 6 at the bottom and you carry your 2 and you remember to put your decimal point in your answer. And then you start at the top. 2 plus 8 is 10. Ignore the 0. Plus another 8 is 18. Ignore that other 0. So you put your 8 in the answer. And you carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 5 is 7. Plus 1 is 8. Plus 5 is 13. So don't forget to carry your 1. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 6 is 13. There's nowhere to carry that last 1, so it goes in the answer. So you walk about 1,339 meters, or 1,338 and 68 hundredths of a meter. Remember, to earn credit for viewing your flipped lesson, you need to complete your notes in your ISN, your on-your-own questions in your ISN, and submit those in Google Forms. And you need to complete your Big Ideas math assignment in your math notebook and submit that when it is 100% correct. Remember to visit your teacher if you have any questions.